leprechauns with us throughout the day as well. Performance of the night, Lakers and the Heat. When you talk about it, it's fitting that the Lakers played the Heat, Monica, because Luka Doncic was on a heater, and you never walk away from a heater.
Ooh, baby, you talk about being on cloud 9 or whatever you want to announce.
No, that's right, cloud 9, yeah.
Golly. I mean, this is unreal. And Luka's kind of done this in back-to-back games. Now, obviously not this point production, but against Houston, he was so cold in the closing minute.
40 points in 38 minutes on Wednesday against the Rockets, to allude to that. 40 points through 3 quarters last night in the fourth. Luka, I mean, he's not like, he didn't have the quick, but boy, he's got that shot in the foul. 7-point lead after the free throw. Luka 48 points after the made free throw. Then LeBron misses the layup, but guess who's there? His buddy Luka.
Okay.
That gives him 50 points. Lakers up 9. When this is going on right here, Monica, though, with these two working in tandem, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. And I think the thing about it is LeBron James is such an incredible shapeshifter in the game. He can be whatever it is that the Lakers need when he's on the floor.
These guys didn't get to Miami until like 5 a.m. off the Rockets.
Yeah, but they're used to that. This is.
I was going to say, is that normal?
They're
totally.
grinders. By the way, when's the last time a LeBron triple-double was kind of under the radar? Because that's what happened last night. Luka's 60-point game, the first by any Laker since Kobe did so in his final game back in 2016. Simply put, Luka has been sensational during the Lakers' 8-game winning streak, averaging over 40 points per game. The first Laker to average over 40 in an 8-game span since the late, great Kobe in 2007. And so we talk about this 8-game winning streak, Monica, and the discussion has begun why and how, but what is Luka doing to be so dominant during this streak?
He's one of those guys who you just don't alter his pace, right? Like, his ability to play when he wants, how he wants. I mean, he's getting to his spots. He's obviously shooting the 3 ball so well right now. But even when he gets into the paint, he's just got a variety of moves. His strength and his ability to finish there, he's playing at his own speed. And I think you continue to see how difficult it is to get him off of balance. And then, of course, if you don't let him score, he's just going to dime the ball to whoever he decides on that Lakers roster. He's got incredible vision.
Deceptively great at finding open players. So we talk about the point production, and that's all world, but even his ability to find players. And I know this might be boring to some, but how did the Lakers find their groove over the last couple of weeks? Because it's been really good basketball.
I mean, though we can't, miss out on Luka doing everything besides selling the popcorn himself on the offensive end. Where the Lakers have figured it out is defensively. Defensively, as a team, they are now trusting each other. You see first help, second help. There's rotations. You see a back tap right there that leads to a breakaway. You make things easier on the offensive end when you play defense this way. And when you play defense this way, it becomes contagious. I think you're seeing more deflections. You're seeing more and more guys become valuable because the game is no longer into the walk it up and get a certain shot mode. It's more freelance. It's more fun for everybody, and everybody's getting involved. But J.J. Redick is doing a great job finding a team defense, and having LeBron James be able to be a chameleon is, something to smile about.
And it's scary, Monica, quickly. If this team learns how to play defense, we might have to start changing the conversation about the Lakers.
Man, Matt, you're telling them. So in the last 10 games, they're 9-1. They have climbed to 11th in defensive rating, and they're 12th in points in the paint allowed per game. Or points in the paint allowed per game. So there are tenets that we have to see that are associated with teams that are real contenders, that in this small sample size, they look more legit than they do fraud. So we'll see what happens.
We're just looking around. It's like, Joe, wait a second. I mean, these Lakers look good. And Luka now climbing up the MVP race.
They do. He was 150-1 a couple weeks ago. Now he's 17-1. He's the second best odds behind SGA. And we've seen late season surges take out the leader at the end of the year. Joel Embiid famously did that to Nikola Jokic a few years back. Jokic had been leading most of the way, and Embiid snaked him in the last 2 weeks with a great run down the stretch, which is what we're seeing here. I'd caution, though, with the Lakers. We saw a run like this after Luka showed up last year. They went like 8-2. They were playing good D. Everyone got excited. And then we all know what happened.
This is not happening. The MVP race is closed.
Okay.
Close.
Just
Done.
so you know. It's
Done.
close. That's not happening.
So you just blew through everything Fortenbaugh just
100%.
said.
It's not- it's not happening.
I do, however, appreciate McNutt allowing me to say it
Yes.
before she crapped all over.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Very nice.
We took an extra 30 seconds we didn't need to tell Joe that he was wrong.
I hear you. It's a great number and all, but no, it's not.
Basketball Friday, we are off and running on Get Up. The Wemby.
The Lakers are in the middle of a 6-game road trip, and LeBron James, with his 1,611th game played, tying Robert Parrish for the most games played all time in the league. Speaking of LeBron, still doing this, man. Come on. He'd work his way to his second triple-double of the season, but this game all about that man, Luka Doncic, 21 points in the first half. Though the Lakers at this point were down by 8 because the Heat got up by as many as 15. But the Lakers, one of the hottest teams in the association. Luka with a Heat check against the Heat, ties it at 69. The Lakers trying to get to an 8-game winning streak, which would be their longest of the season. That three is going to help because it gives them the lead by a point. 40 points through 3 quarters. Luka had 40 points in 38 minutes on Wednesday against the Rockets. During the 7-game win streak, Luka is averaging 41 points. Let's get to the fourth quarter. Austin Reeves, 18 points. Marcus Smart, 13 points. LeBron James, 19 points, 15 boards, 10 assists. But Luka right there, the hoop and the harm, gets to 47. 48 after the free throw. And there's LeBron. He misses. LeBron, his friend Luka, there for the putback. And that putback gives him 50 points. Lakers up 119-110. Third place in the Western Conference right now. Another triple, why not? 55. That assist gave LeBron his triple-double. Luka's not done. Falling away. He gets to 60, does Luka Doncic. Lakers win 134-126. Luka happy to enjoy the moment with the bros.
I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. You see everybody celebrating on the bench. It's like it shows that we care a lot about each other, and that's what great teams do, you know. Just makes my heart happy, you know, seeing them celebrate my 60-point game.
Luka's so good, man. He becomes the 5th player since steals were tracked in 73-74 with 60 points and 5 steals in a game. James Harden was the last to do so. Did it back in 2019. Before that, it was AI, Michael Jordan.
Friday. You're on Get Up. Basketball Friday. I'm Matt Berry in for Greeny. Substitute teacher behavior. Great night for the NCAA
Yes!
tournament. Monica McNutt.
No, that's not my name. You're the sub.
She barely made it. Joe Fortenbaugh has no clue what's in the rundown. And also joining us, Sean Farnham. He was a red-eye Jedi until about 2 a.m. and Amon Shumpert. Points. VCU comes back in the second half. How much of this is on Hubert Davis?
Well, I think, look, every win is always going to be on the players. Every loss is going to be on the coaches, right? That's how we view sports. I think when you look at this season in its totality for North Carolina, one of the problems that we've seen throughout the course of the season has been at the defensive end of the floor and their inability to get stops. And they allowed 47 points in the second half of that game last night. And they got beat off the bounce. And that was a problem throughout the course of the season for this North Carolina team. But I think the broader picture of this, and you'll see it here in a second, is the connectivity out on the court defensively. Where's the help side? You're hugging people on the weak side that aren't even in the play. They're over 2 passes away, and you're allowing that layup that tied the game. And eventually you go on to lose that contest. If Caleb Wilson is healthy, they're not a 6th seed. But the reality of it is Caleb Wilson was not healthy. They were a 6th seed, and they just lost in the first round and some bad execution down the stretch. They couldn't even get the ball, and they got a 5-second violation late in the game.
And it was a game, again, that they were controlling Joe Fortenbaugh, a game that they probably should have just slid right through onto the round of 32. Do you believe that Hubert Davis has coached his last game at UNC?
We're very close to that. Very close to that. It's one thing if you're a 10-point dog, you lose your star player, you go into the tournament, you lose a closely contested game. We can all move on from that. It's another thing when you're a small favorite in the game, you have a 19-point lead, and then late, as the collapse is starting to get away from you, the coach is unable to step in to mitigate the damage. How about on the missed free throw? Not understanding that it has to hit the rim in order for it to count. That's something that the coach should be going over with the players. Going into overtime, a chance to rebound from all the damage that had been caused, a chance to settle everyone down. Didn't work. My question, if I'm in Chapel Hill, would be, are we trending in the right direction under Hubert Davis, or are we trending in the wrong direction?
Right.
First year on the job.